Right, there's not too much there. Let's go live and get this zipped up. Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Wednesday the 7th of February. So let's start looking at these markets, and before we look at the technicals, a quick fundamental look in terms of what's going on here today. Clicked on the wrong button there, hang on, there we go. So what we've got coming out today, well, we've already seen this German data coming out once again. It's underestimates, the industrial production, etc., just not kicking into play. However, as you'll see, it's not having too much effect on the euro. We've already seen, seen the house price index that came in slightly better than last. It's not a big player anyway. Trade balances, these don't give great movements ever. You get a little bounce sometimes, or a little bit of movement from them sometimes. Bank of England breeding speaking at 840 there. Might get a bit of pound movement, but it's again, we've got the Fed speakers all later this afternoon. It seems that there's a bit more dovishness, or this Fed Harker chap, look, real progress being made in 2% inflation target. Well, the market's slowed. The dollar's not really making the headway it was. So let's look at the dollar, and let's look at the currencies as a whole. You can see here, this is the euro dollar. Well, the euro dollar's effectively now got a bounce. It put a bounce in yesterday, just around those prior lows. The pivot itself, it's found a bit of support there. It's broken the high between the two lows, which could suggest further upside. It does have an untouched weekly pivot, which could be a draw as we go forward, but the probability of it being hit is less than once we've seen the S1 hit, but we'll see. This is not my favourite sort of direction. I'm still, when you look at the bigger picture here, it's still to the downside, but maybe I need to wait for a bit more consolidation and or movement to the upside before I can sell again there. Okay, that's the euro. The pound. Pound I expected something more of, and that did give more of, and it is giving more of, and it's bouncing here. Technically there's quite a number of reasons why I thought it might do. Fundamentally, sentimentally, it's on the better side of things. It's a straightforward. It's really come off from this quarterly pivot here. It's quite a bounce from the quarterly pivot, and pushing up quite well from there. So solid old movement at the moment. Dollar yen double topped here. Again, it's battling at this stage where it is. I don't want to be a seller of this market. The people often want to sell something when they see double tops or whatever else, and maybe divergences coming in, but it's not the point for me to be selling it at this stage. I need to, in this market, I'd be waiting for the breakdown here. This is the way I trade, but I appreciate other people want to get in quicker, but I like to make money. Pivot just shortly, just a small way below there. Aussie dollar, this didn't continue in the route, and I'm sort of I was looking at, well, where's the support in this, and it all sits down to the weekly pivot. Look, weekly S1 is provided as support at the moment. It has come back towards its 34 here, and it's choking maybe a little bit at this stage. We'll see what it does here. It's above the pivot again. It pulled back to the pivot yesterday. That gave it the support, and off it's gone, giving us higher lows. It's structurally changing on the short-term time frame. I'm just lacking any trust in these markets as we're sitting here. There isn't really enough to see why these markets are going to bounce so far, but they are. So you can't fight against what's happening, but Here we go. US dollar CAD. I could understand this being maybe a little bit of the like the pound, a little bit stronger against the US dollar. It's broken the lows between the two highs there. Possibly got some more downside. Again, this one here has got a weekly pivot to chase, but it's been all the way up through into these previous highs beyond its R1. We'll see how things come through from this. Again, from a daily perspective, we've got the daily pivot above. Could still see this pushing to the upside. US dollar, New Zealand dollar again bouncing here. Not too sure what this is really bouncing off. It's just found a lot of support there. Maybe something similar, but it's really just following the Aussie by the looks of things. It has put a higher low in now. Again, there's just technically, we've just seen the dollar sold, I guess, across the currencies are benefiting from it at the moment. We'll see how long that lasts for. Would I want to be going long on this? Nope. I'm still sitting in a short position on New Zealand dollar. So just patience game for me. Swissy, well, this has run into its quarterly pivot. I'll show you on 4 hourly. Oops, let's come back. Sorry, yearly pivot. Beg your pardon, not quarterly pivot at all. It's run into its yearly pivot here, and just finding some resistance here. As I said yesterday, really want the price to be above that, close above that pivot, to be absolutely bullish on that for now. But again, another one that's just finding resistance or support, and this resistance in this case. But consolidating, a bit ugly looking. So just one of those mornings. The last couple of mornings I've seen sort of 2 or 3 opportunities that were all looking good. Didn't all win. In fact, the Aussie I took yesterday rolled over, bounced back up a bit further and stopped me out on that trade. So yeah, patience game for me at the moment. I might be just wrong. I just need to see some more evidence before some of these markets change in terms of direction. So I shall look at it in a lot more detail post 8:30ish. If you want to join me, the link's below on YouTube. Aside of that, then let's just have a quick look if you're just trading through gold, etc. Just sometimes these markets, before I move on, you look at them and you think, well, they should be doing this, but they're not. And it's for me, I stay out of them. If I can't make logic of what's actually happening there, it's good to stay out or just wait until things are a little clearer. And well, gold is an obvious one here. It's just really ranging sideward there, so best avoided. Oil, we saw I saw some figures there showing increases in stocks. Not really done too much. It's just run to its underside here, 4 hourly 200. Again, still looking a bit on the softer side yesterday. It did pick up a little bit, but really just drifting through. It's not a lot I want to be doing whilst it's doing this, and I want to be on the short. I'd rather be on the short side than the long side at the moment. So just patience again needed here. As I said, for me, always it's a post 2 o'clock trade if I'm looking for a trade in oil. Equity markets, well, it's still hanging in there. Not really pushing too much for inside day yesterday. Not pushing too much at the moment, but we're almost due a period of consolidation, if nothing else. We've just literally since late October we've been pushing through here, and just almost constant with just these little retracements here. Maybe it's due a bit of a consolidation. The DAX again, similar picture, crawling its way up there a little bit better. It took out a new high. It's looking to get into that R1 territory to make the one-to-one from this move it broke out, but it's again quite slow. And the FTSE, so, well, FTSE yesterday managed to break there, giving us a higher low. Not doing so well this morning at the moment, but that could all change. But it's slow either way. Right, lots of markets that are quite slow or unsteady or uncertain. It means probably some sitting on the hands for me for today, but we'll see. Things develop post 8 o'clock often and give us a better some opportunities. Right, shall leave it there. Catch you later. Bye for now. There we go. That's that.